Good morning, and thanks for joining us for Mindful Movement. I'm your host, Tawana Wright, and today we have with us exercise and health guru, Jerri Haslem. Folks, we want to remind you that AARP empowers people to choose how they live as they age. AARP is a nonpartisan 501c4 organization that has over 420,000 members in Alabama. AARP's role is to advocate for those 50 plus and their families. We've been doing online broadcasting since the pandemic began because we want to make sure that you're staying safe in the comfort of your home. And even though we're back in person in some places, it's still good to be able to take advantage of these resources at home. All right, Jerri, what do you have going on this morning?
Good morning, Tawana. It's balance today. It's all about balance. And a lot of times we don't think of balance as an activity, but it is in everything we do.
All right. Well, that sounds great. Folks, we want to remind you before you begin any exercise routine, please remember to consult with your physician because we want to make sure that you're doing everything safe and pay attention. There are modifications to exercises, and Jerri will share those with you as we go along. Jerri, take it away.
Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. I am so glad you're here with me. Tawana and we absolutely love being here with you. And what I find is I want to be in person because sometimes the technology is so challenging. So, regardless, we're going to work through all of those cases. And today we're going to address our balance. And when I say that, you may think, oh, that's nothing. It is in everything we do, from our walking to our stretching to our lifting weights to just our movement, what I call functional movement. So today, I want you to move that chair away. I want you to stand up, and we're going to start with balance. And what I want to do, I want you to trust yourself and close your eyes or lower your eyes. And I know sometimes that can be a challenge. So if you would just look down or look toward the tip of your nose, I want you to drop your hands by your side, and I want you to balance yourself. I want you to zip up your abs, and I want you to feel grounded and balanced from your feet all the way up. And it may sound weird, but listen, so often we will let our dominant side control our balance. So the slightest little thing, if we step off a curb or if we step the wrong way, we're not aware that the balance is something that you feel. You can't see it. So right here, close your eyes or lower your eyes and give me balance. Relax those shoulders, no stress. Now I want you right here to shift your weight to one side of your body and see what that feels like. You may even rock a little bit or tilt, but I want you to shift your weight to one side of the body, whatever that feels like. Bring your body back to center, back to balance. Now shift your weight to the opposite side. Just shift your weight, whatever that feels like. I want you to feel comfortable with that. There we go. Now bring it back to the center. Now this is something we typically don't do. I want you to shift your weight to the front of your body. And I want you to feel like if I had a feather, I could knock you over. You're putting everything to the front of your body. If we were in a window, you are right there just in the front. Everything, your knees, your feet, your toes, your head, everything is to the front of your body. Now bring it back to center. Trust yourself. Put your weight to the back of your body. I want you to put it back to your heels. I want you to feel like, oh my goodness, I might tip over. Balance, understanding what it feels like. Put everything to the back of your body. Now bring it back to center. I want you to get an idea of what that feels like. And one reason I ask you to close your eyes is because I tell you, you cannot see balance. You can only feel it. It's only if you've ever gotten up and you were like, oh my goodness, I'm dizzy. No one could see that. You could feel it. So when it comes to our activities, our walking, our stretching, our weights, your balance plays a part in all of that. So understanding how to shift your weight and to obtain your balance is very important, especially if you feel like you're about to fall. The first thing you do is put your hands out And when you do, are you putting your hands out even to balance that, or just putting one hand down, understanding how to balance that? So today, let's take those legs out. Our knees are soft. We're going to push our hips back like we're closing that car door, and we're just going to hinge down, tuck, and roll up. There we go. I want you to do that again. Push those hips back as if you're closing that car door. You got your groceries in your hand. Your knees are soft. Tuck and roll all the way up. Now, right here, when you bring your legs together, I want you to trust yourself, and I want you to bring your right leg up 90 degrees. Now, let me tell you something. 90 degrees for me every day, it changes. So when you bring it up, I want you to engage that hip. Plant that heel on the floor. So actually just one leg is up. Okay? You may wobble. I want you to fight for that balance. Now put that foot back down. Now, how did that feel? Did it feel like, oh, you know what? I think I got it. And let me tell you something. Your 90 degrees is not my 90 degrees, and your 90 degrees can change every day. 90 degrees may just be putting your foot out in front of you. That may be the balance that you're working for. So respect it and understand that is awesome, okay? I want us to go to the other leg, and whatever leg you did, I want you to do the opposite, because sometimes my right and left, well, that's another story. So bring that leg up, trust yourself, bring it up, fight for that balance. Now right here, that leg that's on the floor, if it wobbles, it's okay. Put the weight in your hips and in your heels. Come on, bring that leg up. There we go. Give me that balance. One day I feel like I'm going to fall, and it's going to be okay too. It's okay. Bring that leg up. Give me that balance. Fight for it. There we go. Now where's my smile? I asked for that too. Now put it back on the floor. How did that feel? Was that intimidating? And if you were shaking, who cares? I need you to understand what that balance feels like, okay? So right here, I want you to place your hands either on your waist or your hips, whatever, and I want you simply to alternate bringing that leg up, alternating with what I call that 90 degree, understanding what it feels like when you do that, okay? Just bring it up. There we go. Alternating, and when you do that, giving your balance as if you're marching. I want two more on each side. There we go. I love it. How does that feel? Yes, you're balanced, okay? So now that we put the leg up, let's go with our arms. I know, right here, I want you to put your hands in front of you. You can place them together. The palms are together, okay? And I want you simply to drive those arms up above your head as tall, as high as you can go comfortably. Pulling your abs in, relax those shoulders, and give me balance from there. I want you to look straight ahead or look up just slightly. And it's balance. I don't want you to lean back when you do that. You're going to want to lean back. I don't want you to do that. Balance straight up as if someone is pulling you up from your fingertips, through your head, through your waist, through your hips. You're a straight line. And bring it back down. Wow. I know, balance. Understanding what that straight line does. And it's, again, it can be intimidating, okay? So right here, let's try that again. Arms, your hands are right in front of you. And don't lean back. You're going to want to. No. You're that invisible straight line. Everything is coming all the way up. Up. There we go. We're all the way up. Everything is a straight line from my fingertips to my head. Relax those shoulders. Come on, relax them. You're a straight line. You're not leaning forward or back. There we go. And bring it all the way down. Drop those hands. Now, let me ask you this. When we talk about balance, are you comfortable with opposite? When I say opposite arm and leg. You know how we brought that leg up? We're going to bring the leg up again, but this time we're going to take the opposite arm up. So let's bring the leg up. Let's find our balance. And if we're comfortable, let's take the opposite hand up as well. It's a little bit more challenging. I promise you, if you need to hold on to something, do so. There we go. And bring it down. Wow. I don't know if you could tell, but I mean, that will challenge you to engage everything and to kind of fight for that balance, okay? And one side may be a little bit more comfortable than the other, and that's fine, okay? So right here, let's go with the opposite leg. Come on, trust yourself, bring it up. I know. And once you're comfortable, we're gonna take the opposite arm straight up. So now we're a straight line. You got that heel grounded. It's working. That heel, that leg that's on the floor is working even harder than the leg you have up. You're challenging that balance. There we go, and bring it back down. How's that? One reason we're doing this today, you may think, wow, well, is this really exercise? Absolutely, because when you do this, I'm going to tell you one thing that's very important that I don't want you to do. I don't want you to hold your breath. When I say give me balance, or if I say pulling your abs, a lot of times people are like, no, we're breathing, we are moving, we are aware that our breath is strong and it's important. So don't hold your breath. I want you to hold your body. And that's the reason we're making sure that we understand when I say relax your shoulders. If your shoulders are up here, relax them. Relax your neck, your face, relax everything. It is so important. So we're going to have fun with this balance, but it can be challenging. It can be intense, okay? So let's try that again with the legs. This time, no arms, but what we're going to do, not only will we pull the leg up, we're going to extend it, okay? So right here, you can hold on your body. The other side, either way, when you bring that leg up, I want you to extend it out. There we go. And try not to lean. I promise you, it is so easy if you just put the weight and lean back, or just try to stand up when you do that. Bring it back in. And when you say, Jerri, lean back, when you say like, you bring the leg up, but to compensate for it, you lean back. And that's what I don't want. I want you to challenge the balance in your movement so you can take that to everything you're doing. Again, if you walk, if you bowl, if you golf, that balance is so important. If you're just getting up out of a chair, if you've ever gotten up out of a chair and you put the weight on your arm, and it's like being able to get up with equal balance, not leaning on one side or the other. It can be challenging, okay? Let's take that other leg, okay? We're gonna bring it up, trust yourself, and once you're there, I want you to extend it out. How about that? Extend it, try to fight for that balance, extend it out. There we go, you got it, and bring it back in. These moves, I promise you, they may seem like they're so simple. They will get your attention. Let's try to challenge, and if you can, I want you to bring that leg up and just cross it over on top of your knee. Now, if this is all you can do, guess what? Give me that. That's all I want, okay? Opening up that hip. If you can lean down and sit back just a little bit, I want you to try that. Just giving me a stretch. You're on one side, and there I am, I know, right? I'm shaking as well, but we're just gonna trust it. There we go. Just try to listen to me, and please don't look at me. I want you to feel for that balance. Feel for it. There you go. That's it. Hold it for like maybe 3 seconds. Sitting down in that hip and bring it up. Wow. That was intense. And again, if you can just cross your leg at your ankle, or if you can bring it up, either way, I'm comfortable with it, okay? Right here, let's go with the other leg. Now right here, again, you may be a little bit comfortable on one side. When you bring that leg up and get ready to sit down in those hips, it's not only a stretch, it's a balance all at one time. And when you get to your spot, we're gonna just try to hold it for maybe 3 seconds. Wow. Bring it up and put it down. How's that? I know today could have been, disastrous if I fall, but guess what? I'll just get back up, okay? Right here, we're gonna take our legs out a little bit wider than hip distance, okay? Your knees are soft. And what I want you to do, I want you to give me balance just by sitting back and going from side to side, understanding what that feels like when I say side to side. And when you go back, I don't want that weight to go to your knees. When I say sit back, understanding what that feels like. So again, your legs are out and you're putting the weight almost like we're skiing. We're going to go get that Olympics. We're coming down the slope and the weight and everything is going to the side and to the back. The side and the back when we do that, okay? Pushing back. Just go, and we could go faster, but understand what that balance feels like when you're doing it. That's what I want. Let's go to 4 sides. There we go. Give me 2 more. How about that? Give me 1 more side here. There we go. And putting the weight in your hips. Your knees are not locked. You're going to sit up right here, okay? Now, what I want for this balance, I want you to take your leg out as if it's that old-fashioned kickstand and put the weight in your hips. Your toe is up and you're sitting back, trusting your balance from here, going sinking a little bit deeper, comfortable where you are, a little bit of a challenge, okay? And if you can, come down a little bit more. You're going to feel that in the back of that thigh, okay? Now bring it up. Wow. That's that balance, okay? The other leg, let's take it out, okay? It's out like that. That kickstand from a bicycle. The knee is soft, and the weight is in your hips and heels. That body awareness of what, where am I putting the weight? It should be absolutely no pressure on your knees, none. Everything is in your hips and it's to the back. You're gonna feel that in the back of that thigh. Here we go, down the floor and bring it up. How is that? Okay. I know today, not really what you get from me as far as exercises on a regular basis, but I wanted to go back to the basics. I want you to understand all of the exercises that we do, your functional moves, you're getting something out of a cabinet, you're reaching down for something, you're doing your laundry. All of these things require your balance. So we always think about movement and strength and flexibility, but your balance is one of those core things that I want you to be aware of. And I mean, again, I absolutely loved it. Tawana, bringing you back. I hope you enjoyed that as well. Not a lot of cardio, but very much needed.
Thanks, Jerry. Yes, our balance is extremely important. And I think a lot of times you're right. We look for more strenuous exercises than just concentrating on the basics. Folks, we want to remind you that Mindful Movement is broadcast every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Central Time. We're either doing exercises with Jerry or yoga with Becca. So we hope that you'll tune in again next time.